This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Finger Lakes Construction, Red's Place, Ferrara Lumber, Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, Penny's Place Restaurant, the Seneca Falls Country Club, the Omen Theater, FingerLakes1.com, Digital Marketing, and Aflac Supplemental Insurance.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome inside Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium in Seneca Falls, New York, where tonight it's going to be the battle of the Seneca County girls, the two of the most successful girls basketball programs last season in New York State in Section 5, the South Seneca Lady Falcons versus the Mynderse Academy Lady Blue Devils. Good evening, everybody. Jim Sinicropi here alongside Mike Alessio, and we happened to come in just about during the national anthem here, so we're going to keep our voices down for just a second, Mike. But South Seneca comes off of a state championship 2 years ago, a state Final Four appearance last year. Mynderse Academy last year got to the Far West Regional and Class B Section 5 champs, so a matchup of two sectional champions this year, but they both lost a lot. But this is probably as good as it gets for girls basketball around here tonight.
It really is, and they're historically you've got two great programs in the area, but more recently the South Seneca Lady Falcons team's been unbelievable, and and Mynderse been pretty good too. So, but you hit it on the head. South Seneca lost just a ton, but they're reloading over there, and they've got a young team, but they're playing pretty well. Mynderse, on the other hand, they've got size. They need to figure out what they're going to need as far as some support points, and find out who's going to be leaders on that team. But besides Heidi Miller and Hannah Brown Trice, so should be an exciting game.
Now, South Seneca has had such a run of dominance, losing last year off of that state Final Four team, and these girls that they lost were all state champs as well a year before. Kelsey Shawless, Emily Lavarnway, Mackenzie Kenyon, and Bailey Mingus. So that's a lot to lose, but when you look at the names here on South Seneca's roster, there's still Skylar Shawless and Logan Shawless, so there's a lot of tradition going on as far as families go down in the south end of the county. Jenna McDonald is expected to play a big role this year, and Jade Parsons is going to be tasked in the middle dealing with Heidi Miller.
You're absolutely right. I'm anxious to see Logan Shawless. She's a freshman out there, but she's got good size. You come from a family of ball players. She knows how to play and been playing a long time. I was talking to some people from South Seneca, so we'll see what she can get, and she'll probably be a little bit nervous. This would probably be a tougher team than they faced. They're coming off a loss, their first loss in league loss
since February 10th, 2015, when they lost to Bloomfield.
And in that game, I from what I hear, they poor foul shooting, missed a lot of layups, so it was an 11-point game, I think, but in the finals. But
you're talking about that loss to Red Jacket.
To Red Jacket, yeah.
On what was that, last
5th
Tuesday night?
Yeah.
55-44. South Seneca 3 for 14 from the free throw line and a lot of missed free throws.
Yeah.
But that's a type of team. It's a sign of a young team, and they are young. And really, both of these teams, I think, need to improve quite a bit between now and come sectional time if they want to repeat as sectional champs.
Yeah, they really do. But same with Mynderse's scheduling. Coach Anderson, scheduled tough, so they're playing against some Rochester teams early in the year. Two of their losses. It's some great teams. I saw the Aquinas game, Bishop Kearney game. Those are some real strong teams. That at the Aquinas game, Mynderse was playing with them for quite a while before they opened it up.
And they were close. They were 4 points down to Kearney at halftime too. So, the Finger Lakes East, traditionally one of the tougher leagues for girls basketball. The Finger Lakes West this year also very tough. I mean, you're talking about teams like Bloomfield with Braylon Scott. Red Jacket obviously beat the South Seneca team. Naples girls are playing well. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the West. And
But these are the critical games. You're a few games in, so you shake out the jitters, and you should be blending a little bit better as a team. You really want to get some good games in for a winter break. You don't want to go into that winter break with some downtime to get rusty. So
it's a big litmus test for both teams, and the ball's in the air. Heidi Miller tap goes to Emma Fletcher. She gets back out to the top of the key to Shawless, drives, right-handed runner off the backboard and rim and out. Parson rips it away from Heidi Miller. They both go tumbling out of bounds, and it'll be Mynderse basketball. Mynderse wearing home white. From our vantage point here in the corner by the South Seneca bench, Mynderse is moving towards us here in the first half. South Seneca moving away. South Seneca wearing their road blacks. Mynderse beats the press, and Mary Dole finds Kayla Snyder wide open for a layup. Up 2-0 Mynderse. Jenna McDonald now brings it off the court. No pressure from Mynderse. Man-to-man defense. The ball goes on the wing to Emma Fletcher, who drives with the left hand. Gets it into the post to Parsons. Off the glass, no good, but a foul. And it looks like they might get Maddie Barnett.
I like what I see with Parsons so far. Wasn't afraid to hit the boards in the previous possession and stood her ground down low on that one.
So Parsons now to the free throw line. Let's go with the first one. Nice arc and finish and count it. So both teams on the board 2-1 early. Mynderse starting Kayla Snyder, Mary Dole, Hannah Brown-Trice, Madison Barnett, and Heidi Miller. Second free throw good, tie ball game. South Seneca now putting some half-court pressure on.
Zone press.
And Mary Dole with it, hands it off to Hannah Brown-Trice, drives baseline, thought about a jumper, instead kicks it out to Barnett. 3 ball on the way, short, air ball. Ball knocked out of bounds, it'll stay here with Mynderse. South Seneca starting Jenna McDonald, the junior, Skylar Shawless, a senior, Logan Shawless, a freshman, Emma Fletcher, one of 3 Fletcher triplets. Inbound pass to Heidi Miller, blocked by Parsons, but a foul. Beautiful. And Jade Parsons, the 5th starter.
Nice pass from Hannah Brown-Trice coming into Heidi Miller. Got good position down at the block on that inbound play.
So that's a first on Jade Parsons, and South Seneca can't afford to, as Heidi Miller makes the first free throw, can't afford to get Parsons in foul trouble early. She's really the only one with enough size to contend with Heidi Miller. Inside, second free throw long off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Mary Dole, but tied up by Logan Shawless. And, of course, Skylar looks a lot like Kelsey from last year's team.
They do.
So, we called a lot of South Seneca games last year. It's going to take a little bit to get used to the new faces. Ball inbounded to Maddie Barnett. Drives, gives it to Heidi Miller. Tries a foul line runner. No good. Rebounded by Skylar Shawless. She's dribbling with the right hand by Kayla Snyder. Now into the corner. Gets it out to her sister Logan, who drives off the backboard and in.
Beautiful shot. I think she got away with a little travel there. Off the dribble.
4-3, South Seneca leads. And again, they beat the pressure, and Mynderse will set up their offense. Maddie Barnett with the basketball into the corner to Mary Dole. Entry pass to Miller, spins, left hand, off the iron and in. And that's going to be tough to stop tonight if they can get the ball that easily inside to Heidi Miller.
Such a force down low. She just gets great position. She's pivots well. And as you saw there, not afraid to use the left hand.
So 5-4 early. Glad you could be with us here on a Monday night on FingerLakes1.com. This is a live radio broadcast with a video replay coming at 10:30 tonight. We'll restream this game with full video. And decent crowd in Arthur L. Baker tonight. Certainly the Mynderse side full to capacity. The South Seneca side at about 50% capacity. A lot of folks making the trip up from the south end. If you couldn't make the drive up tonight, it was a little wintry today, a little snow on the ground. Glad you could be with myself and Mike Alessio. So settle in. We expect a good one. 6:26 to go here, first period.
Mynderse.
Logan Shawless, finally some pressure from Mynderse. Full court.
Nice zone press.
Emma Fletcher tries to dribble out of the double team, throws it up. Logan goes and gets it. They get it across. Skylar with it. Now with numbers. Parsons has it on the block, guarded by Miller. She throws it away, and it's Kayla Snyder with the basketball coming the other way. Up ahead to Barnett.
One dribble.
and she's fouled by Logan Shawless on the perimeter. Heather Mott tonight, just to our right, she's wearing the black snakeskin pants, black sweater, and heels, along with Tim Jackson of Clyde, one of the best dressed coaches in the Wayne Finger Lakes. Mynderse turns it over. Coming back the other way quickly is South Seneca. Up ahead to Jenna McDonald for the layup.
Beautiful passing, beautiful fast break. Way to keep their heads up and look down the court.
6-5 early. South Seneca leads. Mandy Barnett with the basketball. Drives the baseline. Gives it to Heidi Miller. Out to the wing to Kayla Snyder for three off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Parsons. She gets it to Skylar Shawless, dribbling up against some token pressure from Mandy Barnett. Now it's Jenna McDonald picking up her dribble in the corner. Almost throws it away, but Logan Shawless comes up with it to the top of the key to Emma Fletcher. Fletcher double teamed. Gets it knocked away. Shawless to Shawless. Jump shot by Skylar from the free throw line's no good. Rebounded by Mary Dole. Hannah Brown-Trice up ahead to Kayla Snyder. She kicks it back out to Trice, top of the key. Guarded by McDonald. Far side to Barnett. Skips it to Snyder. Over to Mary Dole right in front of the South Seneca bench. And she's playing catch with Kayla Snyder. They reverse it to the corner. Three ball on the way from Heidi Miller, in and out. Rebounded by Hannah Brown-Trice. Bounce pass to Barnett. Shot no good. Here come the Lady Falcons. And nice pass by Jenna McDonald trying to squeeze it in there to Logan Shawless. And Shawless was fouled before the shot. And that foul will go to Mary Dole, her first. So rebounding or inbounding underneath their own basket is South Seneca. Fletcher has it to Logan Shawless, into Parsons. Back out to Skyler, lets a three ball go way too hard off the rim, off the backboard. Mary Dole pulled down the rebound. She's tied up by
Second
Shawless.
time she's been tied up, and she's a tough player, right? She got to get that ball out of there. She's keeping it up high, but just pivoting right into someone.
So once again, underneath her own basket is South Seneca. Inbounds over the top to Emma Fletcher. To Skylar Shawless. Tries some penetration. Back out to Fletcher. Into the corner for Jenna McDonald. Bounce pass to Fletcher. And now it's Skylar Shawless swinging it to her sister in the corner. Logan, who misses. Air ball from three. Parsons rebounds. Her putback goes over the rim, and she's on the ground now by the locker room door.
Bounces right back up.
Yep, and here we go. Mynderse basketball. 6-5 early. 4:18 to go. And again, South Seneca known for their pressure. They're not playing 90 feet tonight. They have, in this zone trap, it looks like they're picking up just before the half-court line as Mandy Barnett dribbles across and gets it to Hannah Brown-Trice. HBT swings it to Snyder. Snyder tries a three ball. Swish!
Beautiful shot. Great rotation.
Mynderse back on top, 8-6 with 4:02 to go. And here comes Skylar Shawless giving it to Fletcher and getting it right back. Entry pass way up high to Parson, knocked away by Miller, and then Kayla Snyder throws it away, and Logan Shawless drives, and she's fouled. That was either on Miller or Dole. Whoever they give it to, it'll be their second. Still waiting to see them post this
on
foul.
The ground.
No shot.
Well, I thought they said 12, but I don't see any 12.
Although they gave it to Heidi Miller. I'm sorry,
okay.
That's her first. So Dole with one foul, Barnett with one foul, Miller with one foul, and South Seneca inbounds and skips it way across the top. And now Emma Fletcher open for a three on the wing. Misses. Rebounded by Dole, and she's bothered again. They could have tagged Parsons with her second foul. Instead, here come the Blue Devils. Mandy Barnett with it, far side. Way over the top to Kayla Snyder. Mary Dole, baseline jumper from about 15 off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Heidi Miller, put back, no good, but a foul. And that could be number two.
Number two on Jade Parsons. We'll see what Coach Mott does.
No substitutions for either team yet here with 3:22 to go in the first. That was Jade Parsons' second foul as Heidi Miller converts the first free throw.
Yeah, looks like they're going to leave her in.
She's going to have to be careful. Miller's second free throw is good, so Miller now 3 for 4 from
Pressure
the line
off.
tonight.
Mynderse pulls back.
McDonald brings it across, keeps the dribble, bounce pass to Emma Fletcher, foul line extended with it. Takes a couple dribbles, throws it way up high for Logan Chalice. No, not caught by her, instead stolen by Heidi Miller. And Miller comes the other way, picks up her dribble, almost throws it away, but Kayla Snyder comes up with it. Now Hannah Brown-Trice guarded man-to-man by Jenna McDonald, swings it to Snyder. They're playing catch. Back to Snyder, into the corner to Barnett. Emma Fletcher right in her face. Foul line jumper, though, by HBT. No good. Rebounded by Mary Dole. Put back good.
Good ball movement by Mynderse on that against that 2-3 zone.
12-6, Lady Blue Devils lead here with 2:40 to go in the first period.
Nice defense by Maddie Barnett.
Yeah, Logan Chalice had that ball knocked away by Maddie Barnett out of bounds right in front of the Mynderse bench. And we do have some substitutions coming into the ball game now for South Seneca as Emma Fletcher takes a seat and Haley Mills checks in. Mills, a 5'4" senior, wearing number 22.
And that was number 2 foul on Madison Barnett.
So Maddie Barnett staying in the ball game with 2. Jade Parsons staying in the ball game with 2, and we got a turnover. Mynderse basketball. HBT brings it up the far side of the court in front of the Mynderse fans. Thought about a bounce pass to a cutter. Instead, it's Heidi Miller finding Kayla Snyder in the middle. Couldn't handle the pass, and it goes out of bounds right in front of us. And assistant coach Bob Mott imploring the Lady Falcons to stop with the lob passes. He's looking for crisp passes.
Jade Parsons out of the game.
So South Seneca going small now. And they throw it away. Here comes Mynderse the other way. Kayla Snyder couldn't control the pass, and that's out of bounds back to South Seneca. So checking into the ball game for Parsons is Leah Fletcher, one of the Fletcher triplets. There's Alyssa, Emma, and Leah. Leah just a 9th grader. And at 5'5", she's replacing the 6-foot Jade Parsons. And inside to Miller,
this is where they're
triple
missing.
teamed. And she misses, but she's fouled as Bones Lorenzetti with the call.
And that's where they're missing Jade Parsons. Heidi Miller was just having her way in the lane.
With Parsons out, you can expect to see more of that.
Probably will. Hannah Lang's in for Madison Barnett as well.
That first foul for Skylar Chalice. And HBT looking at inbound, having a little trouble. 5-second call. So 12-6, 1:56 to go here, first period. It's McDonald, Skylar Chalice, Logan Chalice, Leah Fletcher.
Another steal.
And another steal by Mynderse. Heidi Miller comes up with it. And she dribbles it across the midcourt. Picks up her dribble, beats a double team to Kayla Snyder, who gets it to HBT. Thought about a 3 instead, takes one dribble, swings over to Mary Dole for 3 off the backboard. Doesn't catch iron, and rebounded by Skylar Chalice. Here comes Skylar the other way. And it looks like Mynderse now playing
almost
a zone
1-3-1. They've been in that zone. It's almost appears to be a little bit of a 1-3-1.
Now checking into the ball game is Sarah Kohlberger for Heidi Miller. So Mynderse goes small now.
A little bit of a break before the quarter ends. Catch a breather. Working hard out there.
Minute 15 left. South Seneca inbounds underneath their own basket to Skylar Chalice. Tries a runner, no good. And Mary Dole pulls her down the rebound. Up ahead to Hannah Lang. Left-handed layup's no good. Rebounded by Leah Fletcher. Now up ahead to Jenna McDonald, who pulls it out. And up top of the key, Skylar Chalice back to McDonald. Dribbling up top of the key, bounce pass to Logan Chalice. Skips it to Skylar Chalice. Thought about a 3, beats her defender. Back out top now to Leah Fletcher. One dribble, lets a shot go, and gets the roll from just inside the 3-point line at the top of the key. So, big basket for South Seneca. They pull to within 4. Now HBT tries a foul line jumper in and out. And South Seneca controls.
They'll probably hold for one shot here, I would assume.
22 seconds left. Shot clock is off as Jenna McDonald swings it to Skylar. Baseline to Haley Mills. Now cross court to Fletcher. Lets one go from 3, rolls in and out.
Plenty of time.
6 seconds left to go. Way up ahead to Kayla Snyder.
Nice crossover.
And we have a foul on Leah Fletcher.
And that was foul 5, so we'll be shooting, right?
Yeah. Not a great foul. 12-8, 1.2 seconds left to go. Mynderse was a little discombobulated. We got a 30-second timeout now on the floor.
Yeah, they'd like to have that foul back, I think.
So, Mike, first impressions of the South Seneca team. I know you've seen the Mynderse girls so far.
I like what I see. Impressed with Jade Parsons. And also the freshman, Logan Shawless. It's I think we forget sometimes there's a 14-year-old probably out there on varsity, and she's making confident moves.
Good with the basketball.
Good with the basketball, not very timid.
Yeah.
And they got a good team. They get up and down. I was talking to somebody before the game. I think they will scale back that hard pressure that they used to have just as the kids start to get educated a little bit of the system.
Right.
It's easy to see that team last year do it, who've been playing together for 10 years probably.
So, first free throw now from Kayla Snyder. Nothing but net.
Some great foul shooting.
Snyder with 6 points. Leads all the Blue Devils here in the first quarter. 13-8. Again, 1.2 seconds left. Second free throw on the way. And off the back iron, no good. Dole rebounds it. Throws up a right-handed hook from the baseline. And that's no good. So, at the end of one, here at Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium in Seneca Falls, your score, the Mynderse Lady Blue Devils 13 and the South Seneca Lady Falcons 8. You're listening to Section 5 high school basketball here on FingerLakes1.com.
Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each patient through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including digital scanning and Invisalign. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out their website at littlejohnortho.com. Bill Cram Chevrolet on Route 5 and 20 between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, where your car buying is fast, fun, and easy. Mention you saw them on FingerLakes1.com and receive a $250 credit to use towards the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Browse their inventory at BillCramChevrolet.com or stop in and see why you'll save plenty on 5 and 20 with Bill Cram Chevrolet.
And welcome back. Second quarter action just underway. Jade Parsons back on the court with those 2 fouls for South Seneca. Hannah Brown-Trice gets it to Heidi Miller in the corner right in front of our broadcast table. She's in a little trouble. She finds Trice back. Now bounce pass inside to Dole. No good. Trice keeps it alive, and Mynderse controls. Fresh shot clock. Hannah Lang with the ball out top, playing catch with Kayla Snyder to the corner to HBT. Skips it to Lang. Tries a jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Mary Dole. Her putback doesn't hit anything, and Jade Parson pulls it down. So it's Shawless, Fletcher, Parsons, McDonald, and Logan Shawless now for South Seneca. As the entry pass to Parsons is broken up, and Hannah Brown-Trice has it coming back the other way, way up ahead to Mary Dole. Layup too hard.
Pass.
Mary Dole with a nice catch, but a little too hard off the backboard. So now
she might have been a little surprised how open she was.
Now South Seneca gets back to work. They try to get inside to Logan Chalice. Her shot blocked by Mary Dole. Jade Parsons rebounded it, and she's fouled. So Jade Parsons will head to the free throw line.
They got Hannah Brown-Trice on that one. I thought it was going to be on Heidi Miller, which I think would have been her second.
And so now Parsons at the free throw line. Parsons with a tough task of filling in the shoes of Emily Lavarnway, who was on those great teams. As Parsons was on that team last year as well. But Lavarnway also a state pentathlon champ. So just a superior athlete.
And great competitor as well.
Parsons makes the first. Parsons makes the second.
Yeah, heck of a touch at the line. Very similar to Heidi Miller, to be honest with you. Great rotation, great arc.
So she's 4 for 4 from the line. It's 13-10 Blue Devils. As HBT finds Miller, who
Nice
spins
reverse.
and
Nice
misses
spin.
off the front iron. Rebounded by Parsons. Here comes South Seneca the other way. Fletcher with the basketball. Out to Skylar Shawless. Finds Jenna McDonald at the top of the key. Swings it over to Logan Shawless. Now into the corner to Skylar. Guarded by Mary Dole. Back out to the corner. 3-ball on the way from Logan. Short. Rebounded by Heidi Miller. Pushing up way ahead to Hannah Lang with a left-handed layup.
Just a beautiful fast break by the Blue Devils. Sending that flyer out there.
15-10 Mynderse leads. Jenna McDonald with it. Penetrates. Tries to get it to Parsons.
Good hustle.
Miller and Parsons go down. Still a scramble on the floor. South Seneca comes up for it. But we got a foul on the ground on Mynderse. And they got Hannah Brown-Trice with her second. So HBT with 2 fouls. Maddie Barnett with 2 fouls.
Geez, I really didn't see that. I thought it was just good loose ball basketball. Good hustle.
Haley Bentley checks into the game for Emma Fletcher. Haley just a sophomore, and it looks like Sarah Kohlberger coming back into the ball game for HBT. So as Maddie Barnett stays on the bench with those 2 fouls. It's Kohlberger, Snyder, Dole, Hannah Lang, and Heidi Miller. As South Seneca gets to work, Logan Shawless now finds her sister Skylar in the corner, who dribbles with the right hand and skips it up top to Jenna McDonald, who drives, bounces out to an open 3-pointer from Skylar, who misses. Scramble for the basketball. It's picked up by Haley Bentley, fresh into the ball game, and she tried to pass it to Jenna McDonald. She stepped on the line.
So they're going to be relying on Skylar Shawless to be hitting that shot a lot more this year. You know, she's the leader on this team, so she'll find her way.
Up ahead to Hannah Lang now, who tries a 3-pointer too hard, no good. Pulled down by Skylar Shawless. Up ahead to Jenna McDonald. She thought about pushing it, instead pulls it back. And it's Skylar now skipping it to McDonald for a corner 3, way too hard. Air ball out of bounds to... Still waiting for the call. It's going to stay here with South Seneca.
Great ball movement by the South. They're finding the open man, but just can't put it in. Good skip passes.
Yeah, they're moving the ball. They're finding the open shooters, and they're not converting on the shots.
Just got to finish.
So Logan finds Skylar top of the key. Gets that 1-3-1 Mynderse zone. Way up top to Jenna McDonald. Bounce pass to Bentley. Now to McDonald. Lets it go. Beats the shot clock off the back iron. No good. Parsons pulls down the rebound. One dribble. Right-hander off the board. No good. Rips it away from Miller. Gets it to McDonald. Tries another runner. That's no good. And the ball's on the ground. And a scramble for it between Bentley and Miller and Kohlberger. And it's a jump ball.
South Seneca ball.
South Seneca cannot find the bottom of the bucket.
But if they do, and I think it's what Coach Mott will be hoping for, that'll really open things up inside for Jade Parsons, because they're going to need to contest those outside shots. Right now, I'd let them shoot it until they hit it.
So Emma Fletcher checks in for Jenna McDonald, sitting down for the first time, and she finds herself open for a 3-ball. The lefty stroke from Emma Fletcher. And it's 15-13. And so Heidi Miller picks up her dribble just over the half-court stripe and bounce passes it to Kayla Snyder into the corner for Mary Dole for 3.
Mary Dole. Mary, normally known as more of a defensive force, has had some good offensive presence this year in the last couple games, which is encouraging for Coach Anderson.
That was a great-looking baseline 3-point shot for her there. Now they get it inbound into the post to Logan Shawless, who has it stripped, but then gets it right back for Mary Dole. Now she's in the corner, guarded by Dole. Hard pass to Skylar. Her runner no good. Rebounded by Parsons. Putback rolls off. And, man, that ball is just all over the rim for South Seneca.
Mary
and
really
Jade Parsons
bounced around down there, and she's a heck of a competitor.
It is getting physical out there underneath the basket on these rebounds, and there's been a lot of them because of the poor shooting.
Back in the little pressure here, about three-quarter court pressure. I always find it interesting. You got Heidi Miller up at the point here.
And Kayla Snyder for three, air ball. Rebounded by Logan Shawless. Almost stepped on the baseline. Instead, she's dribbling the other way now. Bounce pass to Skylar. Over to Emma Fletcher. Thought about
Nice
another
ball
three. A couple
fake.
dribbles. Lets it fly. No good. And it's out of bounds. Staying with South Seneca. So 18-13. 3:03 left to go. Both teams are doing a pretty good job of taking care of the ball. They're just not shooting well.
Too disciplined team, too confident. It seems all the ball players on the court can handle the ball pretty well.
And now
It's
Maddie
great
Barnett
talent.
back into the ball game. It looks like maybe a little 2-3 zone from Jerry Anderson here. And Shawless lets another foul line runner go that is way short and goes out of bounds. As Amelia Dickens now checks into the ball game as Skylar Shawless takes the seat for the first time today. And she's not happy. Dickens, a sophomore.
Heidi Miller bringing it up the court.
Playing catch with Maddie Barnett to beat the pressure. Now picks up her dribble. She's got nobody, but she finds Barnett. Barnett thought about a three. Now Hannah Lang open from 16 feet. Hits it.
Boom.
So Hannah Lang with 4 points here in the second quarter. It's 20-13 Minders. Emma Fletcher's open for three from the same spot. She hit one, but she decides not to take one. Gives it back to Logan Shawless, who drives and misses. And we got an offensive foul. Heidi Miller stepped in front of her.
Stood her ground. And there's a heck of a drive again by the freshman.
Just can't seem to finish, and that's also the second foul on Logan Shawless. And now Minders up across half court. Heidi Miller picks it up, gets it to Lang. Pump fake goes by Shawless. Left-handed runner rails around and in.
Play.
6 points in the second quarter for Hannah Lang, 22-13. As Minders with their biggest lead of the ball game here at 9. Emma Fletcher into the corner to Logan Shawless. Slings it
pass.
inside.
Big gap in the middle of that
Bentley,
zone.
and we got a jump ball. Bentley went up for the shot and immediately was blocked by two Minders Blue Devils. It resulted in a jump ball. And now Logan Shawless checking out of the ball game. Skylar Shawless coming back in.
Hannah Capaci's in for Minders, in for Madison Barnett.
Yeah, so we got Kohlberger, Capaci, Dole, Miller, and Hannah Lang. Kind of a different look than we've seen from the Blue Devils so far this year.
Look.
And Capaci was open in the corner for three. Miller with it, swings it to Capaci. Now gets it to Hannah Lang, back to Capaci. Capaci out top to Miller, dribbles right side, gets it to Dole. Swings it, Capaci to Lang, three ball, short. We got a foul on Heidi Miller.
Yeah.
That's her second.
Over the back.
2 fouls on HBT, 2 on Barnett, 2 on Miller. 1:25 to go here in the first half, 22-13. So for South Seneca right now in the basketball court, we've got Emma Fletcher, the freshman. We've got Skylar Shawless. Haley Bentley, a sophomore. And I can't see who that is. That would be Amelia Dickens and Jade Parsons. As Skylar Shawless now gets to work, skipping it to Fletcher. Fletcher drives through the lane, back to Shawless. She tries another three, and she misses. Parsons battles for the rebound with Dole.
She might have got away with a little over the back there. So
Dole comes down with it to Capaci. Bounce pass. Oop, Capaci in the corner. Just dribbles on the baseline. And turnover to South Seneca.
Under a minute this first half.
So Skylar inbounds to Emma Fletcher. Should mention Mackenzie Kenyon is in the gymnasium. She's going to come over and talk with us at halftime. She's, of course, a great guard off of those Final Four and state championship teams of the last 2 years. It's South Seneca. Looking forward to seeing what she's up to. I know she's playing basketball, Mike, at TC3. And inbounded to Fletcher now with 51 seconds. Back to Shawless. Shawless tries a runner. She misses badly short. She rips down the rebound herself, but Dole rips it away from her. And now we have a jump ball between Dole and Parsons, who are both on the ground.
Mary Dole working hard underneath.
So 43.5 seconds left to go, and it's going to be South Seneca basketball underneath their own basket. Bentley inbounds to Fletcher. She tries a runner with the left hand, no good. Rebounded and knocked away. Rebounded by Capaci, knocked away by Dickens. And now here comes Mynderse. Kohlberger swings it to Lang for three. No. Parsons rips down the rebound. 25 seconds left to go. Shot clock is off. South Seneca basketball. Skylar Shawless dribbles with the right hand. Skips it to Emma Fletcher. Up high to Parsons. Pulls it down, working against Mary Dole. Heidi Miller not in the ball game. And they're going to have 3 seconds on Jay Parsons.
That was a good call. She just never left the lane there. I think she thought she was out of it, but she was just riding down the side.
So with 11.3 left to go, HBT, Barnett, and Miller all coming back into the ball game. Kohlberger and Capaci take a seat. And Lang, and here we go. 10 seconds. HBT with it. Picks up a dribble. Gets it back to Dole. 6 seconds to Miller. She drives. Tries a high runner with the left hand high off the backboard. And it's good. 2.2 seconds left to go. And referee John Bones Lorenzetti has called that the end of the half because they stopped the clock after that made basket. And so it will.
Excellent observation by Johnny Bones.
It will be halftime as Heidi Miller, with her first points of the quarter, makes it 24-13. And that's your halftime score. We're going to step aside. When we come back, it's going to be Mackenzie Kenyon joining us from the here she comes. She's making her way over already, Mike. So stay with us. Once again, your score at halftime, Mynderse 24, South Seneca 13. The Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime show coming up right after this.
Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each patient through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including digital scanning and Invisalign. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out their website at littlejohnortho.com. Bill Cram Chevrolet on Route 5 and 20 between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, where your car buying is fast, fun, and easy. Mention you saw them on fingerlakes1.com and receive a $250 credit to use towards the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Browse their inventory at BillCramChevrolet.com or stop in and see why you'll save plenty on 5 and 20 with Bill Cram Chevrolet.
Okay, welcome back inside of Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium. Jim Sinicropi here with Mackenzie Kenyon. Let's get ourselves a little more centered here for the camera. How's that look?
Good.
A little lower. All right. So your score at halftime, Mynderse 24, South Seneca 13. And Mackenzie, good to be with you. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah,
I was wondering if there's going to be anybody from last year's team of the seniors that graduated here.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up? What's new? Where are you?
I'm at Tompkins Cortland in Dryden, New York, and I'm currently playing basketball. We played our last game of the semester on Sunday, and we went out with a win, so that was a good way to end.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anybody else that we know on that team?
There's maybe Taylor Day from Ithaca.
Okay. So what's it like playing basketball in college? What are the differences?
It's definitely a lot. It's a lot different than playing here. There's you definitely have to make yourself known because you're going into something brand new with a whole bunch of new players.
Right.
You have to learn to play with each other, and that's probably the most difficult part of it, really.
Yeah, especially one of the hallmarks of those South Seneca teams was how long you've played together with those guys, with the Shawless sisters and Emily Lavarnway and Bailey. You guys have all played together since youth basketball, and really that's all the basketball you played were with them. Now all of a sudden you're playing with a whole different set of girls, and they're all very talented, obviously, because it's college.
Yeah.
They were all probably some of the best players on their high school teams.
Yep.
So is it I suppose it takes a little bit of time to learn, but is it more difficult? Maybe with the other girls from South Seneca, you knew where they were on the court probably all the time.
Yeah, it's definitely we had to work on that in practice because I mean, it's a whole different practice, different coaches, everybody's different. It's just, it takes a little bit of time to adapt to a new environment.
Sure.
Yeah.
How about actual college life? How's that treating you?
Oh, it's actually going pretty good. It was definitely a big change to get into, but it's going good right now. Finals week, and then we go off a break.
Nice. So, what do you think of this year's South Seneca team? I mean, it's hard, right? Because you guys had such a great team and so much success.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if people expect, like, for instance, you guys won the state championship, and then you had your whole team back, basically. So, everybody's like, well, they're going to go all the way back, all the way back to the state Final Four like you did, which wasn't necessarily as easy as people were thinking it would be. So you get back to the state Final Four, and it was just such a great run. So now, brand new year for South Seneca, and they won big in their first 2 league games. Then they lost their red jacket, and so I've always been wondering, what do you tell this group of girls if you're Coach Heather Mott? I mean, is it unfair to not say that they can get back to the state Final Four too, or are you just saying, look, it's a new team, we're kind of rebuilding something new here? Like, I wonder where you think about the state of the program, I guess, or what you'd expect from this team. Yeah,
I think I know they're not doing anything different there. She tells you got to show up, you got to work hard, and if you work hard, that's what's going to take you places. But it's definitely different. They're a lot younger team now.
They are young, a lot of sophomores and freshmen even.
But that's how we started out, and look what we did.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, and how about any of the other girls on the team? Do you know what they're up to, Kelsey or Emily or Bailey?
Bailey actually goes to Finger Lakes College, FLCC in Canandaigua.
Is she playing basketball? Or?
No, she's not. She's not playing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Emily goes to Gymnasium. She's playing basketball.
Oh, yeah, we knew that.
Yeah. And I think she's going to try out track, too.
She probably should, right?
Yep.
She was pretty good track athlete.
And Kelsey's at Alfred State playing basketball, too.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Okay. I think Ben Deming's in Alfred State, too. They'll use a big man from Waterloo. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know Ben
he's
Deming.
playing basketball on the boys' side.
Nice.
So when you guys – I think it's pretty cool when Mynderse plays South Seneca, right?
Yeah.
Both being in Seneca County. Yep. Mynderse Class B, South Seneca Class C, but I think it's definitely pretty cool that this is becoming an annual thing.
Yeah, it is.
Did you look forward to playing Mynderse last year?
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys won last year. Where was it? I thought I had the score here someplace. Last year you guys won 51-43 in the Gymnasium.
Yep.
So does that mean something to you? Is this game more important than some of the others that you played in the regular season?
I think it is because it's always in the beginning of the season and it tests our abilities, I think, because Mynderse has always been a really strong basketball team, and it gives us an idea of where we're at, really.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, hey, nice to talk to you and catch up with you. I'm glad things are going well at college, and enjoy the second half.
Yeah, thank you.
And then I think we're gonna be at that South Seneca Romulus game too later this season. So if you happen to be there, nice.
We're all gonna be there, actually.
Oh, really? Maybe we can do a group thing.
Yeah, we're all gonna be there.
Well, here, stay with me for just a quick second while I take it to commercial. We'll be back with second half action right after this break. It's Mynderse 24, South Seneca 13. You're listening to Wayne Finger Lakes Girls High School Basketball on FingerLakes1.com.
FingerLakes1.com's live coverage of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Finger Lakes Partners. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust someone who lives in your community. With offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor, visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Ferrara Lumber has been a fixture in the Seneca Falls area for almost 60 years. Start planning your next home improvement project at ferraralumber.com. Ferrara Lumber, supporting local high school athletes since 1959. Finger Lakes Construction Company is the #1 post-frame builder in New York State. providing complete building packages for a wide range of construction, including personal garages, commercial office complexes, municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities, pole barns, and more. Visit them online at fingerlakesconstruction.com. The It's a Wonderful Run 5K Committee. It's a winter run like no other. Check out race videos, sign up for the next race, and learn how to get involved in the most popular holiday run around at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, soup, and the best sandwiches in town. Check out their Facebook page for daily specials and their full menu. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern, renovated theater that has the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house, first opened in 1915. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. Fed up with unresponsive web designers and getting nickeled and dimed for every small website update? Call FingerLakes1.com at 315-712-0104 and take control of your web presence. Since 1998, FingerLakes1.com has created and maintained nearly 1,000 websites for local businesses and organizations of all sizes. Aflac. When health changes for you or a loved one, it can change everything. But Aflac can help make sure the life you live is the life you never stop living. Learn more at aflac.com or contact Joe Calarco at 315-253-0495. And by Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, and Bill Cram Chevrolet.
All right, welcome back inside Arthur L. Baker. We're just about ready for second half action. Real quick, let me run through the scoring. Kayla Snyder with 6, Mary Dole with 5, Heidi Miller with 7, Hannah Lang with 6, 24 for Mynderse, as the long pass from HBT to Mary Dole is good for a layup, and Mynderse now opens up a 13-point lead. For South Seneca, just 13 first half points, 4 for Parsons, 3 for Fletcher, 2 for Leah Fletcher, 2 for Shawless, and 2 for Jenna McDonald. That would be Logan Shawless with 2. Skylar Shawless scoreless. His Mynderse with a rebound. Quick push up ahead to Heidi Miller. Layup is good. And it's 28-13, Mike.
They are running that break precisely.
Timeout, Heather Mott.
She is not happy.
I'm sure that's not the start they were hoping for when they were in the halftime locker room. And, Mike, really South Seneca's defense has been good. It's just they can't get the ball in the basket. Part of that's a testament to Mynderse' defense, but South Seneca's been getting some open looks, and they just can't find the
Well, they've been relying
basket.
on the outside shots as well. So, that's the thing is you got to hit some of those shots to open things up underneath, like we talked about earlier, and it just hasn't happened so far. So then you rely on little shots like Skylar Shawless just took, little runners, and they're just not dropping.
28-13, 30 seconds gone by second half. Jim Sinicropi, Mike Alessio here. Glad you could be with us on a wintry Monday here in Seneca County. Skylar with the ball, skips it over to Emma Fletcher. To Logan. Bounce pass back to Emma Fletcher. Dole tried to steal it. Now Fletcher open for a jumper off the backboard. No good. And Shawless battles HBT for the rebound. Out of bounds. It'll stay with South Seneca. So it's McDonald, Fletcher, Shawless, and Parsons on the court right now, as McDonald inbounds to Fletcher, who gets it to Shawless, swings it to her sister Logan, back across the top of the defense and into Jade Parsons. Goes up strong against HBT, misses, and then Skylar with the putback. So Skylar Shawless finally on the board, stops that run by Mynderse, 28-15, lead back to 13. And now HBT with the basketball, swings it over to Kayla Snyder. Tried to get it into Heidi Miller, but Jenna McDonald got her hand on it. Now HBT steals it back from Logan Chalice. As Maddie Barnett drives baseline, lets one go with the right hand. No. Pulled down by Chalice, coming the other way, right down the middle of the lane. Right-hander up over the front of the rim and good.
Nice take by the freshman.
She doesn't look like a freshman, Mike.
She does not look like a freshman.
28-17.
Eyes were up the whole way once she picked up that steal.
HBT in the corner for Maddie Barnett for three off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Miller. She can't hold on to it, and we got a foul. It looks like they got Jenna McDonald with that foul. Yep, that's just her first. So fast pace to this ball game here in Seneca Falls. Inbounded from Heidi Miller to Maddie Barnett. Back to Miller on the block. One dribble. Ooh. Underhand shuffle pass to Snyder. She couldn't handle it. Parson rips it away. Here comes South Seneca. Skylar Chalice controls top of the key. Picks up her dribble and finds her sister Logan. Logan, baseline cutter to McDonald. Her pass knocked away by Mary Dole. It'll be South Seneca basketball underneath the basket.
She might have got lucky that got deflected out of bounds. The cutter was out of bounds, and it might have been out of bounds if she caught that.
Ooh, Skylar Chalice was open for three. She missed. Gets her own rebound. Put back no good. Parson pulls it down. She puts it back.
And that's three on Miller, I think.
So a big turn of events here as South Seneca gets that lead back under 10, 28-19. The foul goes to Mary Dole, her second. Parsons misses her first free throw of the ball game. She's now 4 for 5 from the line, and Mynderse comes back the other way. Snyder over the head HBT, but she pulls it down and gets it to Barnett in the corner. She was open for a shot, decided not to take it. Now Kayla Snyder also passed up an open shot.
There it is.
And it's Maddie Barnett with her foot just inside the three-point line. That's two. That's Barnett's first basket of the night. Logan Chalice now controls it. Foul line extended. Runs. Throws it off the backboard. No good. Parson pulls it down. One dribble back to Fletcher. Fletcher tries a foul line jumper with the left hand. No good. Parsons with another rebound. Puts it back up and in.
She is tough underneath.
Really impressed with Jade Parsons.
Really impressed. And once again, who was that? Logan Chalice just not afraid to take those shots in there. Good for her.
Maddie Barnett with it in the corner. Finds Heidi Miller. She's bumped and fouled and misses with the right-handed shot from the right block. And
did they get Jade Parsons with that?
They may have. Yes, they did. That's 3 on Parsons. Yeah. I almost think you got to leave her in the game at this point. Miller with the first free throw, nothing but net. She now has 10 points on the ball game.
She did pretty well when they left her in the first half when she picked up it was fairly early when she had 2 fouls, and she was out there for 3 or 4 minutes playing.
Miller's second free throw in and out.
Pretty cautiously.
She's now 4 for 6 for the line from the game, rebounded by South Seneca coming back the other way. Almost thrown away, but now Fletcher with the left hand. Tries to throw it out to Skylar Chalice off Hannah Brown Trice's knee and out of bounds on the baseline right in front of us. It'll be Jenna McDonald inbounding. High pick for Parsons. She wanted it at the free throw line. Instead, they go way out top.
Just made it in.
Fletcher goes by Trice, but Trice blocks her from behind on the shot, but she's fouled.
She should have let her go there.
3 on Hannah Brown Trice. With 4:27 to go here in the third period, 32-21. Jim Sinicropi and Mike Alessio, glad you could be with us here.
Hannah has a tendency to be a little risky on some of those fouls, especially when she's in foul trouble already. So I'm sure Coach Anderson isn't going to be very happy with that one.
First free throw by Fletcher is good. Second free throw is good as well. And Fletcher now has 5. 32-23 your score, back to 9, 4:23 to go. Maddie Barnett eyed a 3, decided not to take it. Now Kayla Snyder has it inside to Heidi Miller. Bounce pass.
Beautiful shot. Yeah, but a great pass as well by Heidi Miller on that.
9 for him, Mary Dole. Great look by Heidi Miller.
And a tough shot.
Yeah. Skylar Chalice with the basketball now. Way up top, throws it away. Dole has it. And she thought about running. Instead, she pulls it up with Mynderse up 11. Maddie Barnett with the basketball, right hand, bounce pass to Kayla Snyder. Kayla Snyder back to Barnett, thought about a three. Back to Kayla Snyder for three.
Kayla.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for Snyder. The Lieutenant, 37-24. 9 for Snyder on the ball.
Very
game.
Similar to our shooters last year, Megan Tilton and Haley Case.
That's right. And Parsons muscles her way in and banks it off the backboard with the right hand.
What a great game.
37-25. Kayla with it now. Out to Barnett. Swings it to Miller. Thought about a three. Into the corner. Another three from Snyder. No good. And a battle to keep it alive.
Mynderse ball.
Stay with Mynderse. As we have a substitution for South Seneca. Logan Shawless coming out of the ball game. And Alyssa Fletcher, another freshman, one of the Fletcher triplets, is into the ball game.
Nice little play drawn up there.
Heidi Miller tries a 19-foot jumper, no good. Parson pulls down the rebound, and now South Seneca coming back the other way, down 12. And McDonald with the basketball, bounce pass to Shawless. Shawless dribbles with the right hand, finds her sister, finds Emma Fletcher, tries a three off the rim, no good.
Gets her own rebound? No.
Yeah, she did keep it with South Seneca, though. She battled with Mary Dole for it, out of bounds to South Seneca.
Great energy level this half. Really getting up and down, playing hard.
Jenna McDonald with the basketball. Bounce pass to Emma Fletcher. Tries a foul line jumper. High off the rim, no good. Pulled down by South Seneca. That was
Mary Dole again.
That was Alyssa Fletcher just into the ballgame, pulling down that rebound and getting fouled on the putback. So that's three now on Dole. Mary Dole has three. Hannah Brown-Trice has three.
To play a big part of this game. We're 2:42, plenty of time left in this third quarter.
And the first free throw off the back iron, no good from Alyssa Fletcher. In her first year on varsity as a freshman, as Skylar Shawless checks out for a breather. Haley Bentley back in. She's just a sophomore. A lot of youth.
A lot of youth, and they're seeing a lot of action, and that's good. If you make that choice to bring these younger classmen up, then you gotta let them play.
Second free throw good by Fletcher. Running right-hander by Snyder is off the mark. And Dole tried to save it, but instead throws it out of bounds into the front row of Mynderse fans. And it'll be back to South Seneca now. Back to 11. 2:30 to go here in the third period with the Lady Falcons down 11. Into the corner. It goes. Now back out to Fletcher. She's tied up by Barnett. We've got a jump ball.
I think that's staying here. And it is. South Seneca ball.
And Coach Mott wants a timeout for South Seneca. Give me a chance to thank our sponsors, Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, and Dr. Rodney Littlejohn for making this broadcast and all our broadcasts possible this season. This would be number, what is this? 7 of 28, I think, Mike. Game 7 of 28. We'll be back in action on Thursday night with Brendan Harrington and Tane Robinson in the Bomber Barn in Bloomfield as Marcus Whitman takes on Bloomfield in the Finger Lakes West matchup. And then next Wednesday night on December 20th, we'll be in Waterloo as the Mynderse boys take on the Waterloo boys. And then it will be Penyan at Geneva next Friday, December 22nd. So we're really getting close to Christmas, Mike, in just a couple of weeks. So,
which is always a disappointing time of year for me because there's no broadcast, Jim.
But now we got the 28th at NYCC.
That's always a fun to see. Rhett Tacconi and the crew do a great job out there.
Yeah, it is a good tournament moving from Thanksgiving weekend now to the week between Christmas and New Year's. And speaking of Christmas, Mike, you had a great time in the wonderful run yesterday. I saw. I mean, you had fun. That was a great time, but your running time was good.
Running time was my best ever here. I've been in it every year.
19-something, was it?
1946.
So here
it was a great night.
Oops. Oh, Jenna McDonald wanted the foul. There wasn't any call. And instead of continuing the play, she just looked to complain. And
beautiful play by Kayla.
Led to a run out from Kayla Snyder.
Yeah, that wasn't what they drew up in that timeout. I can promise you that.
Lead back up to 13. McDonald, the junior. And she throws it away.
Steal. Mary Dole having a heck of a game.
Yes, Skylar Shawless gets ready to check back in. Kayla Snyder with it in the corner. Gets it to Barnett. Into Miller for a foul line jumper. Short.
Mary Dole again. She's everywhere.
Barnett drives, gets it to Kayla Snyder. A better pass would have been an open three. Instead, she fumbles it, and now it's Hannah Lang.
There's
to
Mary.
the corner to Mary Dole for three. Off the back iron, no good.
Oh, Madison.
And a foul on Mandy Barnett. That will be number 3 for Barnett. So that's 3 Lady Blue Devils with 3 fouls as Skylar Shawless comes back into the game. Also, Logan Shawless coming back into the game. Jenna McDonald having a seat. And Haley Bentley taking a break. So 39-26, 134 to go here in the third period. Glad you could be with us here on FingerLakes1.com.
We need a basket. South Seneca really needs a basket here.
And Skyler tries a runner off the backboard. No good. Pulled down by Parsons. Out top to Fletcher for 3. Left-handed shot. No good. Dole with another rebound. Hands it to Miller. She threw it up to Barnett, who wasn't ready, but she's recovered it. Finds herself wide open for 3. And she
hits it.
5 points all in the third quarter for Mandy Barnett. 42-26. 16-point lead. Biggest of the ball game for the Blue Devils. Here comes Skyler. Bounce pass. Nope. Almost taken away by Barnett. Skyler gets it back. Lets a runner go. Misses again. And Heidi Miller with a rebound. Goes down hard. No call. Out to Mandy Barnett. Finds Lang. Gets it back to Miller, trailing the play. Skips it to Barnett for another 3. Nope, she decided not to take it. Instead gets it to Mary Dole for about a 17-footer. No good. Pulled down by Parsons.
35 seconds left.
Shot clock's off. Emma Fletcher up ahead to Logan Chalice. Logan lets a 3-ball go from the wing.
Beautiful shot. Great form. Not afraid to take it.
7 points for Logan Chalice. 18 seconds left to go. 42-29, Lady Blue Devils lead. Heidi Miller
turns right into it.
And we got a foul? No, jump ball.
Jump ball. Mynderse ball.
So Alyssa Fletcher, just a freshman, tying up the senior Heidi Miller, forcing a jump ball, but it'll stay with Mynderse. We got a timeout on the floor with 11.6 left to go. So what's South Seneca got to do, Mike, to get back into this ball game with just over a quarter left to play here?
I think they're going to need to be pushing the ball up a little bit more, and they really are going to have to force it in, find a way to get it inside to Jade Parsons. The shots just aren't dropping. As great as a ball player as Skylar Shawless, they're not dropping. She's getting good looks, but it's just not going in. So, and who knows? You got a whole quarter left of. We got some people in foul trouble, so some different matchups might turn everything around. And it's been a game of runs. They'll need to stop here.
Really, Skylar just having a horrible night shooting, which has really, to me, been one of the big differences. And they find Heidi Miller wide open on the block on the inbound. She scores, and with 6 seconds left, here comes South Seneca. 3-ball on the way from Skylar Shawless, no good. Parsons pulls it down, spins, gets it off, but no, off the backboard and rim, and no good. And Parsons working hard for the Lady Falcons.
She sure is.
But after 3 periods of play here at Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium, your score: Mynderse 44, South Seneca 29. This time it's for the girls on FingerLakes1.com. We'll be right back.
Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each patient through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including digital scanning and Invisalign. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out their website at littlejohnortho.com. Bill Cram Chevrolet on Route 5 and 20 between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, where your car buying is fast, fun, and easy. Mention you saw them on FingerLakes1.com and receive a $250 credit to use towards the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Browse their inventory at BillCramChevrolet.com or stop in and see why you'll save plenty on 5 and 20 with Bill Cram Chevrolet.
And welcome back. We got a final from the Finger Lakes East boys action and Wayne County, a little crossover. The Gananda Blue Panthers were trailing Mid Lakes 33-26 at the half. They end up with a 62-56 win.
It's a big win for Gananda.
They split their series. They're not in the same league, but they do play each other twice so far. And big win for
up and coming over
Gananda.
there in Gananda.
Yeah,
some young players.
We saw them against Clyde, which
Yeah.
was a tough matchup for them. But it's definitely a pretty good team. South Seneca turns it over on the first possession here, the fourth quarter, 44-29 your score. Heidi Miller into Mary Dole. Ties
Beautiful
a
shot
spin
by
and
Mary.
bank. And Mary Dole having a nice game. She's got 11, 46-29.
And again, that's her third game in a row, showing some offensive presence. She was making Coach Anderson, Coach Verke, very happy.
So Parsons had the ball on the free throw line, tapped it back out to Schuyler, and now we got a blocking foul on Barnett. That's
her fourth.
Not quite as big as an issue as it would have been if Mynderse wasn't up 17 right now with 7:18 to go. She's staying in the ball game. Emma Fletcher controls the inbounds for South Seneca and gets it back to Schuyler. Alyssa Fletcher also in the ball game with the basketball, guarded by HBT. Schuyler in the corner. Tries an entry pass to Parsons, but throws it away, and Barnett with a steal, pushing it up to HBT.
Pulls it out.
Hannah Brown-Trey still scoreless on the game. Miller drives with the left hand off the backboard, no good, and look, that'll probably be the fourth foul on Jade Parsons. Nope. Who do they get?
I think they...
There's a good chance it's a fourth foul on somebody. No, they got it. There's no number 12.
Yeah, that's Logan Chalice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got you. So 3 fouls on Logan Chalice. And we have Sarah Kohlberger checking back into the bar. No, that would be Hannah Capaci checking back into the ball game. Emma Fletcher sits down for South Seneca. And Haley Bentley's back in as Miller misses both free throw or the front end. And throws it away. She got her own rebound, threw it right away. So 46-29, 6:52 left to go here in the ball game. Here in Seneca Falls, the Battle of Seneca County, South Seneca girls versus Mynderse girls become a bit of a little early season rivalry, with South Seneca winning last year's game 51-43 in the Jack Guinan Arena. As South Seneca now turns that over back to Mynderse. This year it looks like a different story for the Lady Falcons and the Blue Devils,
Gianna
with
McNally
Mynderse up big.
Back in.
As Alyssa Fletcher sits back down. Monday Night Basketball here on Finger Lakes 1. Remember, this game will be streamed live with full video coming up at 10:30 tonight. And stolen by Skylar Shawless. She drives the lane over 2 Blue Devils. Off the rim and no good. Gets her own rebound, though. Over to her sister Logan, who can hit from the baseline. And so now Logan Shawless with 9. And Mynderse in no hurry as HBT gets across the timeline. They're up to 15 points now with just over 6 minutes left to go. And Mary Dole tries a three-pointer from the top of the key off the backboard. No good. Rebounded by Heidi Miller. Finds a streaking Hannah Brown-Trice, who misses the chippy. She's still scoreless. Here comes Jenna McDonald the other way. Yeah, South Seneca gets it into the free throw line to Parsons. Gets it out to Logan Shawless, who
Mary Dole
turned it over. Mary Dole's everywhere, and it's actually Kayla Snyder who comes up with it. Gets it to Trice, drives the lane, bounce pass to the corner to Capaci. Back to Trice. Now Miller with it, free throw line. Skips it to Mary Dole. She tries to run her short. Parsons pulls it down, and South Seneca looks to push. Logan Shawless with the basketball. Mynderse gets back on defense, though, and now they'll set it up. Parsons to Logan Shawless. 3 ball on the way, no good. Battle for the rebound, pulled away by Parsons, and with the kiss in the right hand, Jade Parsons scores her 12th point of the ball game, and Parsons is strong.
Full timeout.
I mean, that's her second or third time she just ripped the ball away from Heidi
with
Miller.
intensity. So she's a heck of a competitor.
So 13-point ball game. South Seneca hanging around. 5:03 left to go. 46-33. And
Well, that was a timeout by Coach Anderson. We'll see. I think at some point here, Heather Mott's going to need to come out with some more pressure. And not just that token pressure they were showing earlier, three-quarter court, maybe, who knows, maybe even a man. But Mynderse has good ball handlers, so you don't want it to work against you with some easy layups, which they also got earlier in the game.
So coming off a year with so many seniors with so much big-time experience, especially now, when you make those postseason runs, you play a lot of extra games, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So this really is a young South Seneca team. They're starting a lot of freshmen and sophomores, playing a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and I think they're just going to get better as the season goes on.
They are, and you have to remember, this is a great Mynderse team. They might not see a heck of a lot of talent like they're seeing tonight. So it's been great experience. A lot of the kids, a lot of the athletes saw some action out there to see what it's like.
I just see there is a lot of talent. I think there's just going to be a little bit of a learning curve, and let's see what they can do here in the last 5 minutes of the ball game. Heidi Miller with it, out on the court with Kayla Snyder, Mary Dole, Hannah Lang, and Mary Dole drives the lane, and she's fouled before the shot, I believe.
Yeah, I think they called that on the ground, so ball underneath the basket.
South Seneca has Skylar Shawless, Logan Shawless, Haley Bentley, Jade Parsons. It's Dole three. Man, Mary Dole having a heck of a ball game.
Offensively and defensively.
With 14 points. As Jenna McDonald dribbles through the double team and gets it to Skylar Shawless.
She probably has 8 rebounds as well.
And Parsons finds McDonald, who tries a three off the front iron. No
nice
good.
Dole
pulls it down. She's on the ground. Taken away by Logan Shawless. Layup is good. 49-35. 4:22 left to go. Dole's left wide open. She doesn't shoot. Up top to HBT. Dribbles with the left hand. Guarded by man-to-man by Skylar Shawless.
Yeah, here's the pressure we were looking for.
And now Miller with it on the perimeter, guarded by Parsons.
Shot
Picks up
clock
her
at
dribble.
7.
Dole with it, back to Miller. Drives the lane.
Ooh.
Parsons bothers the shot. Parsons blocks another shot. Shot clock violation. So coming back to South Seneca, and it looks like Kayla Snyder might have jammed her finger. As Maddie Barnett checks back in, she's holding her right hand, either a jammed finger or some sort of problem with the wrist. The Mynderse trainer is going to take a look at her.
Madison Barnett comes back in.
So now Mynderse in a 2-3 zone as Skylar Shawless swings it up top to Jenna McDonald. Gets it out to Leah Fletcher. Bounce pass back to Skylar. With the basketball, back to Leah Fletcher.
They're really pushing them out, trying to push them out.
And Skylar over Heidi Miller, over the rim, and no good. Catches nothing. Rebounded by HBT. Here comes Hannah Brown-Trice the other way. And Kapachi drives the baseline. Pass Shawless. Layup no good. Or Haley Lang.
Hannah Lang, yeah.
And Hannah Lang fouls the rebounder as Shawless goes down hard.
Yeah.
49-35, 3:15 to go in the ball game here at Arthur L. Baker. They call it the Bake. I don't know if I like that though. You've heard that?
No,
Mike,
I
right?
don't like
the Bake.
it.
I don't know.
I like Arthur L. Baker.
I do too. Or come up with something there. Used to be called the Green Monster in your day, right? Did you play on the green court here?
Actually, only in practice. They had changed the surface. I think my junior year. Nice defense by Hannah Brown-Trice. Here comes Madison Barnett. Doesn't know anybody's behind her.
Misses the layup. Pulled down by Parsons.
Felt the pressure behind her, I think.
South Seneca running out of time. 2:51 to go. Ball. Hannah Brown-Trice lays out, goes sliding into the scorer's table. And it's going to be Mynderse basketball. Coach Mott didn't like that call as she gets ready to make some substitutions. Alyssa Fletcher into the ball game now for her sister, Leah Fletcher. And Maddie Barnett now gets it to Hannah Lang, guarded
man-to-man
closely by Bentley. And now Heidi Miller with the ball near the foul line. Finds a cutting Lang. Right-handed layup's good.
Beautiful pass by Heidi Miller. We had the perfect vantage point to see that play develop.
8 points for Hannah Lang, 51-35. 2:25 to go in the ball game. All Lady Blue Devils tonight. Bounce pass to Skylar, to Parsons. Foul line jumper, swish.
Beautiful.
14 points for Jade Parsons. Lead back to 14. Hannah Brown-Trice with it. Mynderse in no hurry. Try to bounce pass in entry to Heidi Miller, kicked by Skylar Shawless. It'll be the Blue Devils inbounding the basketball. So it'll be HBT inbounding. Gets it to Dole, back to HBT. Entry on the block to Miller. Turns
Beautiful
with the left hand and
hand.
misses off the back iron. That's tough to stop. She usually makes that shot, but Parsons with another rebound. Now
Impressive performance by Jade Parsons.
Skylar with the ball.
Heidi Miller.
Finds McDonald. Tries to throw it in to Parsons, but Maddie Barnett saw it coming and intercepted the pass. Now she goes coast to coast. Right-handed runner is good. By Barnett. She has 7 now. Coming the other way is South Seneca. Down 53-37. There's a 3-ball from Skylar, in and out. And Heidi Miller pulled down the rebound but was falling down, threw it out of bounds. Maddie Barnett couldn't save it. It will be South Seneca basketball. But with 1:22 left to go and a 16-point lead, Mike, this game is in hand for Coach Anderson's Blue Devils. They should improve now to 2-2 on the season. They're 1-0 in the league. South Seneca, unless they mount an amazing comeback, as we have a sub now. Brittany Burgess-Post coming into the ball game as Jade Parsons has a C, and really impressed with what I saw from Jade Parsons tonight.
Absolutely.
She's going to be tough to stop
She
in
really
the West.
is, and that's playing against a premier player in Heidi Miller in the area. She's not going to be seeing players like that this year.
So South Seneca will fall to 2-2. They're 2-1 in the league, as Sarah Kohlberger now checking in for Heidi Miller. And Hannah Capaci checking in as well for, looks like for Hannah Lang.
I don't feel the South Seneca team has anything to hang their heads about in this loss. It's against a great Mynderse team, and
on the road, tough. And again, they're young. They're this team. You can see the potential for them to improve by the end of the year. It'll be interesting to see, how they fare in the West.
If a few of those early baskets drop for Skylar Shawless, could have been a different outcome.
So now with 1:06 left to go, Abby Basile tries a three-pointer. She's into the ball game and misses, and it's rebounded by South Seneca. And it's Alyssa Fletcher bringing it up. Gets it to Haley Mills, who skips it cross court to Bentley. Bentley gets it stolen by Barnett. And with 46 seconds left to go, it's up ahead to Kohlberger.
Pulls it out.
And Barnett has it back top of the key. Gets it to a cutting Hannah Capaci. She's double teamed, gets it out to Basile. Basile dribbles with the left hand with 13 to shoot. Gets it to Capaci, guarded closely by Bentley. And now it's Kohlberger gets hammered by Bentley.
And a foul with a new shot clock.
So with 24.6 seconds left to go, Mynderse will inbound underneath their own basket, Mike. They won't need to shoot if they don't want to. But I imagine they're going to try to get something here. And it's inbound to HBT with a kiss off the glass.
She gets her first points of the game.
So she's on the board here in the fourth quarter with 22 seconds left. And it's 55-37. Mike, what are your thoughts for a post-game interview on the Dr. Rod Littlejohn show? Who should we get in here? Might even be able to get a couple.
Well, I tell you, I was impressed with
Mary Dole.
Mary Dole, no question about it.
I think Dole had probably the best all-around game.
Again, and
Barnett, by all defenders, right-handed layup. No, it rolls out. It's a buzzer sound. Your final score, 55-37. Mynderse improves to 2-2 on the season. South Seneca falls to 2-2. And the fans start to filter out of the Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium. Mike, we'll be back, though, in just a couple minutes with our Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles with Style postgame. Once again, your final score from Seneca Falls, the Mynderse Lady Blue Devils 55, the South Seneca Lady Falcons 37. And for 1 year, the Battle of Seneca County goes back to Mynderse. We'll be right back.
FingerLakes1.com's live coverage of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Finger Lakes Partners. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust someone who lives in your community. With offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor, visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Ferrara Lumber has been a fixture in the Seneca Falls area for almost 60 years. Start planning your next home improvement project at ferraralumber.com. Ferrara Lumber, supporting local high school athletes since 1959. Finger Lakes Construction Company is the #1 post-frame builder in New York State, providing complete building packages for a wide range of construction, including personal garages, commercial office complexes, municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities, pole barns, and more. Visit them online at fingerlakesconstruction.com. The It's a Wonderful Run 5K Committee. It's a winter run like no other. Check out race videos, sign up for the next race, and learn how to get involved in the most popular holiday run around at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, soup, and the best sandwiches in town. Check out their Facebook page for daily specials and their full menu. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern, renovated theater that has the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house first opened in 1915. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. Fed up with unresponsive web designers and getting nickeled and dimed for every small website update? Call fingerlakes1.com at 315-712-0104 and take control of your web presence. Since 1998, FingerLakes1.com has created and maintained nearly 1,000 websites for local businesses and organizations of all sizes. Aflac. When health changes for you or a loved one, it can change everything. But Aflac can help make sure the life you live is the life you never stop living. Learn more at aflac.com or contact Joe Calarco at 315-253-0495. And by Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, and Bill Cram Chevrolet.
And welcome back inside Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium in Seneca Falls, New York, where your final score tonight, Mynderse 55, South Seneca 37. It's time for the Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles with Style post-game show, and our player of the game joins us here in the booth, Mary Dole. Mary, great game tonight.
Thank you.
We had you down for 14 points and 16 rebounds. You ever have 16 rebounds before?
I've never had 14 points before.
I was thinking that too, because I've been watching the box scores. I was telling Jim before the game that, boy, you're really starting to become an offensive presence out there. And I think it's awesome. It's going to be critical to the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing is this South Seneca team, pretty scrappy, likes to bring a lot of pressure, but it seemed like you were involved in a lot of plays where you were either tying them up or keeping a ball alive or tapping a rebound alive. You were really active out there.
Yeah, well, my team, they do it all too. They set up and they're ready and they push me and tell me where I want to go. And if it wasn't for them, honestly, I wouldn't be here right now. So
do you, being an outstanding soccer player, where I know the effort that you put into that sport, in watching you offensively, is it something that you worked on at all? I mean, your shot looked good because last year, you were a little bit of a role player. Agree? Defensively.
Yeah.
So I mean, you looked very comfortable out there. Do you work on the game at all?
I don't. It's just Jerry in practice and my teammates. In practice, we go really hard and they push me to be the player I am, and I hopefully push them to be amazing players as well. And it's just team chemistry, honestly, that works it together.
So when you talk about team chemistry, last year you were on a team that won the sectional championship, beating Wayland Cohocton, and then went to the Far West Regional. Do you feel like this team has that type of potential? Do you think that you're there yet? Do you have work to do? Like what's the difference between last year and this year?
I don't think there's much of a difference. Like, we lost some major players. We lost Haley Case for three-point shooting, Sarah Schaefer with rebounds and defense, and Megan Tilton with shooting. But I feel like everybody stepped up and known their role, and I feel like we can go back if we want it. Obviously, there's things to, like, improve on, but I feel like we want to do the work and we want to put it in, and we're going to get it done. If we want something, this team's going to go out and get it. There's nothing that's going to stop us. And,
of course, a key addition to the Mynderse Lady Blues is assistant coach Matt Verke.
Oh, yeah, Matt.
Yeah, so how has it been having him at practices? He used to be sitting here where Mike's sitting.
Yeah, it's interesting to have Matt in practice. He actually practices with us since we only have 9 people. So.
Well, it's probably good competition for him nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was a pretty good player back in the day, but that was a long time ago.
Does he pass it all when he's practicing with you guys?
Sometimes.
Well, I'll tell you, in watching, I still, from the first time I watched you play, a couple years ago, I just love your hard-nosed play and your defense and in-your-face sort of competitiveness.
Yeah.
So don't lose that, and I think that's a critical part of this team. Now, tonight, mostly zone all night long, right?
Yeah.
Do you play it all man, or you talk man at all, or is this going to be what we can look forward to seeing?
Well, we started out in man, and they got some points off, so I think coach is kind of upset about that.
Mm-hmm.
We are a much more better zone team, so I feel like that's going to be our go-to defense. But man is always something that we need to work on. It's not really our strong suit.
So coming up for you guys on Saturday night, you'll be here at home against Mid-Lakes, and then next Tuesday the 19th, it'll be home versus Waterloo, and then 3 days before Christmas, home against Pelmac. So you're in the middle of a nice homestand here, but the competition's going to get tough in the East. Do you know anything about these other teams in the East, like Elena Forbes for Mid-Lakes or Logan Castiglione for Waterloo and Jillian Panic?
Those are going to be tough games, definitely. Those are some great players. They're really good offensively, and I know that Mid-Lakes is hard defensively, so we have our work cut out for us, definitely with every team. They're not just going to roll over, obviously. It's going to be a great game.
And if you do go man, you're always on the toughest player. Normally. Correct.
Right.
Yeah, usually I'm face guarding. So.
You are. I love it.
You
should too.
One last thing before we get you out of here. Did you run in the wonderful run yesterday?
I did not.
Oh, you didn't?
I did not.
Oh, man, that's too bad. I was going to see if you beat Mike's time.
PT probably did.
She would have. She didn't.
She didn't.
No, she didn't. But you might have.
No.
Well, hey, congratulations. Great game, and good luck the rest of the way. We got you a few more times. We'll be following you.
Thank you.
So good job, Mary. Get in there. Go ahead and get in there with your team. So that was Mary Dole.
That was really scary.
14 points and 16 rebounds to lead the Blue Devils in scoring. Also, to run down the scoring here, Heidi Miller with 12, Kayla Snyder with 11, Hannah Lang with 8, and Hannah Brown-Trice with 2. For South Seneca, Jade Parsons with 14 points, Emma Fletcher with 5, Logan Chalice with 11, the freshman, and then 2 points for Jenna McDonald, Skylar Chalice, and Emma Fletcher, 1 point for Alyssa Fletcher. Your final score 55-37. South Seneca will be in Romulus, or they're home against Romulus next Tuesday, and then they get Naples at home. And then Newark travels to the Jack Guinan Gymnasium on the 29th of December. So both of these teams in the middle of a bit of a homestands coming up ahead here. And lead us right into Christmas. And, Mike, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, buddy. I thought it was a great game. Just great basketball. Well-coached teams, good talent. And, could have gone either way. I mean, with a few baskets here or there, but – Mynderse, I think, just a little bit deeper and a little bit older. That's going to make a difference in the game.
Young South Seneca team, but deep, tons of numbers on both the JVs and varsities, which is something that's really impressive, and it shows why South Seneca's had so much success.
It really
is. A lot of girls want to get involved in that program, so kudos to
everybody. It's a good sign in the community, It really is.
So once again, your final score here from Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium, Mynderse 55, South Seneca 37. We'll be back Thursday night in Bloomfield for Marcus Whitman versus Bloomfield for some Finger Lakes West action. It'll be Brendan Harrington and Tony Robinson on the call. Until then, folks, stay safe and stay warm. A little wintry out there.
Thanks, Jim.
Good night.